Definitely got his coffee in the kitchen. What's up, everybody? A lot of sorts so far here this morning. There we go. I've got my coffee. The mouse was over there. All right, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to a hump day edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock. Indeed, Brock is the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and Drew is watching Classical Baby Part 1, The Lullaby Show. The Lullaby Show, Part 1. Let's see. So, how y'all doing today? Let's say some good mornings, and then we'll get to your comments, questions, statements, general disgust after last night. LSU lost another midweek game, this time to its intra-city rival, the Southern Jags. Let's see, here we go. Corey Gotro's season is over, as I expected. Matthew Rogelio, good morning, and thank you for the share. Matthew, you know I'm going to go do that right now. You inspired me, Matthew, to share. Part 1 fast. So now we'll watch the Lullaby Show on fast forward. Sure we will. Why not? There you go. Part 1 fast. So this is one of those episodes. It's like 23 minutes on fast forward. It'll probably be like 2 or 3. So expect that I'll be doing some calisthenics this morning. Let's see, Neil Ripley, we trash, with a trash can emoji. Eric Hart, good morning from St. Croix. Good morning. I saw your snap yesterday, Eric, of your meeting on would look to be like a pier overlooking blue beach water. Meanwhile, I spent all day yesterday in a studio and an office that had no windows. Living the dream. Josh Long, thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. No Omaha after that, Josh Long says. I will take this opportunity to remind you that LSU is still in first place in the SEC Western Division at 8-4, and very much in control of its own destiny for a national seed. Neil Ripley, 2 hits against the SWAC team. Yep, that sucked. A lot. So, to talk legitimately here for a second, one of the things, and it might have been yesterday on Locked On LSU or here, I don't remember, and I think it was Stephen Miller who asked it and talked about it. So they want to see the offense get going against Southern. It would be good to see him carried over. One of the things, and this is legitimate, and you don't need to hear it from me, like I'll actually get, if you want, I'll get like real legitimate hitters on. One of the things, this is not an excuse for what happened last night, but at some points it's an explanation, where when your eyes are used to seeing 93, 95, 98 over the weekend, and the next time you're out, they see 83, 84, 85, off-speed stuff in the 70s, you're going to be out in front, you're going to pull stuff, your timing as a hitter will struggle. Now, typically when you see that third time through the order, now you're rolling. And I think at that point last night, LSU was a little shell-shocked. But either way, it reminded me, it's funny because this happened last night. So last night I missed the first few innings of the game because I was out at the Miracle League. Golden East plays in the Miracle League. And if you don't know what, for those outside of Baton Rouge, if you don't know what Miracle League is, really great organization. One of the fields at Traction is owned or dedicated to the Miracle League of Baton Rouge. And it's they have baseball games for special needs kids. And so each kid has a buddy with them. And anyway, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Anyway, so I was out there. My niece plays in Miracle League. And so we were there for her game last night. And I was leaving the field. And a guy walks up to me and is like, hey, man, love the show. And I recognized him. I'm like, man. I told him, I said, man, I know you. We've met before. He goes, yeah, Chase Richard. I was like, Like, did you play ball? He goes, yeah, I pitched at Southern. I was like, I remember. I was like, you were the guy who started and Chase and I have talked before. I think he called my show at some point in the past. Anyway, he's the guy that pitched the regional opener at the box against LSU in 2009. If you remember, LSU and Southern played the opener, the 1-4 game in that regional, and Chase pitched, and he handcuffed LSU for like 6 2/3. I don't have the box score in front of me, but and it was one of those things where he was on that day. LSU hitters struggled to get their timing. Now, ultimately, they got to him, and they got him out of the game, and then they got to the bullpen. They won the game, obviously. They won the national championship that year. But sometimes there's validity to that, where you struggle with timing with pitchers like that. That kid last night was pumping strikes, and LSU just couldn't time him. So good for him, man. It's a great day. Great day for Southern. Great day for that pitcher yesterday. Carl the Cat, now no hits through 6 and whatever was 6 1/3, whatever was that. Come on, y'all. Carl the Cat, Ronnie Duga, what's up? Matthew Rogelio, how about Kramer going yard on Kershaw? What a week for their family, right? So Kim Mulkey wins the national championship, and Kramer hits his first home run of the year off of Kershaw. Kershaw was making a Double-A rehab start, and Kramer homered off of him. Dead pull to left field. It was Jack. It was a no-doubter, Jack. It was a no-doubter, Jack. There you go, part 2. He's going to run in here. He's going to run in here and say, part 2 fast, part 2 fast. Shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. They can't help your hurt egos from LSU losing to Southern, but anything else physically that's hurt with you, they can certainly help over at Brock. Let's see. Brennan Kluka, what's up, man? William Engeman, good morning from Philadelphia. Hey there, William Engeman. Good morning from the city of brotherly love, the city of the Liberty Bell, and Paul Revere. And I don't know if Paul Revere was in Philadelphia, actually. I just kind of made that up. Just making up some historical things. Hey, bud. Whoop. Come see. Let's pause your food. Hold on. Here you go. We don't need none of that. Don't need none of that this morning. Okay, hold on. We're going to vent you. Hold on there, buddy. I need to go vent him. Hold on. See daddy. Okay. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Sometimes, if you've watched enough, you know. Let's see, if you would hit the share, that'd be a great help. Let's see, Scott Bork, Tyler Hales, Trey Dykes, good morning. So specifically with the game, though, last night, it was good to see Marceau get out there and throw pain-free. He was not very good, struggled with his command. You could tell there's a lot of rust there for Marceau. I guess that's what happens when you don't throw in a month. You don't pitch in a month. Hi. Cookie Elephant. I bet you'll see Cookie Elephant when Mommy comes home and you get up from your nap. I like those jammies with the monsters on them. Yep. It's true. Let's see. Hey, Dawn. Good morning. Josh Kuhn Gravois. Will Oliva get to select the new baseball coach? I will give that a 100% no. 100% no. Because whenever it is that Paul Maneri decides to retire, walk away, leave, quit, whatever, Joe Oliva will not still be the athletic director. That much I can assure you. Let's see. Dad, good morning. Bob Kubrick, good morning. Dusty Revere, good morning. Matthew Denicola, I missed Marceau's outing. How did he look? So, not good. He walked full. Part one. Yeah, bud. Marceau went...
Part one.
That's part two? Marceau went an inning and 2/3, 5 runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, threw 40 pitches. Not good. No bueno. You want part one? There you go, part one. Yeah, I mean, Flatley, he got into a big jam in the first inning where he gave up a leadoff single, walked a couple of guys, came back and got a strikeout, and then they got through to him there in the first with a 4 spot. I mean, what you gonna do? I mean, they hit him. A little rust, maybe a little unsure. I don't know. I'd love to hear what he had to say after the game. I know he spoke. We'll have that today on AFR. Have it on the Locked On podcast as well. Let's see. Where am I? Sorry, y'all. I'm behind. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry. Let's see. All right. Hey, Uncle Mike, good morning. Chris Proctor, good morning. Jeremy Morgan, what's up, cuz? Irfan Sayad, good morning. And that's actually a good reminder since Jeremy Morgan's watching. That's my cousin who lives in Arkansas. For those freaking out about the LSU baseball loss, last week, Arkansas, which is also ranked in the top 10, lost a midweek game 17-7 to, I believe, Arkansas Pine Bluff or Arkansas Little Rock or somebody like that. But they lost 17-7 in the midweek last week. So it happens. Let's see. Tyler Hales. Hello, Matt. Please remind everyone that midweek games are just practice matches. That is true. Well, I wouldn't say it's practice because it is practice because they do count in the standings, but it's just going to be completely inconsequential as far as your opportunity to make a run to Omaha. If you take care of your business in the SEC, that's all that matters. Go 20-10 in the SEC, and nobody will care that you lost to Southern. Mickey Mouse. What Mickey Mouse do you want? Can you tell me?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. Bo Major, Steve Ellender, Kirk Taylor. What's up? Uncle Mike, how did I miss the W and Drew? Good morning, Drew. I didn't even notice it, Uncle Mike. It's probably one of those things where we're just programmed. We see certain things certain ways. Tim Witten, good morning. Let's see, what?
Mickey Mouse.
Okay, Mickey Mouse. Here we go. Mickey Mouse. We'll watch Mickey Mouse. Wow, bud. Okay, let's see some Mickey Mouse. Which one do we have? How about Minnie's birthday? There you go. Mickey Mouse. He wanted Mickey Mouse. All right, let's see. The sky is falling again. LSU lost a midweek game. We'll be all right. Let's see. Damari, what's up, Damari? Thank you for sharing. Appreciate it, dude. Why can't people just give Southern some credit? This is like their 3rd upset win of the season. They're also 1st overall by a wide margin in SWAC after finishing last place last year. They've already more than doubled their total their win total from last year. No doubt. I think Kerry Jackson's done a good job, man. He's a legit coach, man. He came from he's been at Missouri, some big time programs. He's clearly turned them around. I like how he's assembled the roster. The kid who closed the game last night for Southern, Connor Whalens, Catholic High kid, kind of a sidearm arm slot. He's he's a good player. I'm happy for him, man. It's true. They came out and they were just better. They played harder. They wanted it more. So good for them, man. They hit Marceau. It's all good. Frankie Schmidt, what's up? Bo Major, it's a hump day. It is, in fact, a hump day. Leroy Blanchard, what's up? Stephen Miller, I was highly impressed with Southern's approach at the plate last night. Battle with 2 strikes, not over swinging. There's a reason that they hit 300 as a team. And you're right, dude. I mean, they like some guys just hit. I mean, even off, when they got later in the game. I mean, off of Beck and Peterson. I mean, they were still just roping balls, man. When LSU looked like they were trying to put a charge, finally got on the board in the 7th. Southern answered the bottom of the 7th with a 2 spot. So, good for them, man. Let's see. Yeah, Beck gave up 3 hits. I mean, Beck's been solid. His hits weren't cheap either, man. Let's see. Justin Reyes, did you see T-Bob's live video last night from 18 Steak? He was dressed like Fred Flintstone. I did not, but I did see it's probably the same outfit. I saw T-Bob's video from his kitchen where he was promoting the Game of Thrones thing at 18 Steak. But no, I did not see his video. Carl the Cat, concession prices at Southern were great. $6 for wings and fries. $2 drinks. $6 for wings and fries. That is pretty good. Let's see. Stephen Miller also loved how they stayed aggressive late in the game. Push bunt, double steal on the fake bunt. LSU was snoozing and ready to get out of the game. That's true. And the bunt, by the way, to clarify my point on bunting, as I've always said, #never bunt. Unless you're bunting for a hit or you score a run. I'm never okay with just giving up an out to move a runner. If you're running a suicide squeeze, cool, bunt. You're going to score that run, cool. Get him in. If you're bunting for a hit, yes. If you're just giving yourself up to move a runner, no, never, ever. Never, ever. James Tyrone, what's up? That's true, they did the double steal, and Beck almost got out of that, too. Okay, Dusty Revere, what did you think about Magic Johnson stepping down before telling ownership? That is some chicken bleep. Oh, man. How in the world do you walk in front of TV cameras, a gaggle of reporters, and announce an impromptu press conference and announce that you're quitting your job and you haven't told your boss? Ugh. That's gutless, cowardice. I cannot even imagine. I cannot imagine quitting a job and having my boss find out another way. Are you kidding me? It's like breaking up with somebody over email. But at least if you email them, at least you told them directly. Ugh. Anyway. Ryan Dixon. Damn, Scone, those orange shorts aren't for community service off of I-10 today, are they? Nope. They're actually reversible shorts, and I like them. You probably see me wear the other side of them. They're gray with the orange stripe down the side. This is the reversible part of them. I've worn these often. So I just reversed them this morning. Actually, they probably came out of the dryer like that. They probably flipped around in the dryer, and so I just folded them and just wore them like this. So it's all good, though, man. I like them. Good to run like at night if you're out there running or walking at night. Makes it easier for drivers to see you. Safety. It's a safety issue. Let's see. Brian, when Paul Revere was a Patriots fan from Boston, he also rooted for the Sox and Celtics. I know that's why I hate him. I didn't even want to mention him. I was kidding. I knew who Paul Revere is. Heather Capello Smith, good morning. I missed the game last night. How did Marceau do? Not well, Heather. Went an inning and 2/3 and gave up 5 runs, all earned. So, walked a bunch of people. So, not good. Not good at all. And that's a bummer. But, most importantly, like, we know Marceau has good stuff. That's probably some rust and whatever. We know his stuff's great. Like, you don't accidentally get taken in the first round and offered a 7-figure signing bonus. Like, it just... that doesn't happen if you're not good. He's good. He's Got to get him healthy. Got to get him confident again. All right, here we go. Edward Cooper, Blaine Allen, Brandon Durr.
Birthday fast.
Mini birthday fast? You want mini birthday fast? Okay, here we go. There you go. Mini birthday fast. Mini birthday fast. In an interesting development with Drew, when he talks about classical baby, he now says classical baby instead of Cassie baby, which he used to say. So he's actually starting to enunciate a little better too. Let's see. Sam Dixon, Brandon Ray, Amy, Alyssa Carmona. Good morning. Let's see. Dusty. Matt's doing fine, Stephen. No help needed. It's all right, man. Let him vent his frustrations. Let him help out. Sam Dixon. LSU lost to Southern. Very funny, man. I'm not joking. That's the thing that happened in real life. I remember the other two times it happened, actually. 2001 and 2005. 01 was at the box, and that was the Southern team that had Ricky Weeks on it. That was just a really good team, and that was Terrio's last year at LSU when they lost to Southern in 01. But that was Skip. Skip's team, Skip's last team lost to Southern at the box in 2001. Southern dogpiled at the box when that happened. I remember it well. Texas State beat Texas A&M last. And you know what? I'm glad you told me that. So at the beginning of the season when LSU was losing midweek games, I told Paul O'Neill, our video producer on AFR, I was like, I want a running graphic all season long of ranked teams that lose midweek games. Because by the end of the year, if you're keeping track of that every Tuesday and Wednesday, that's just going to be a long list. It's just because it happens. It literally happens every midweek. Ranked teams lose midweek games. And so I was like, go to D1 Baseball, go to the scoreboard of the ranked teams, just filter by top 25, look at each team that lost, and then keep a running total. And we did that for several weeks. And then LSU started winning series, and people cooled it with the midweek stuff. And it seems like that's what this may be the opportunity where we have to rebirth it, because people are not too happy about last night. Let's see. If you would hit the share button, as always, that's much appreciated. Shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Awesome folks. They're on Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, their primary location inside of the Surgical Specialty Center. The Brock logo keeps bunching up on my shirt a little bit right there. Maybe I have to sit here like this the rest of the show, so the logo doesn't bunch. Anyway. Let's see. Matthew. I watched the post-game interview with Paul Maneri on the Facebook page. By the way, Damari, who just posted a little while ago, Damari shot that and posted it. Shout out to Damari. There was something poor about his attitude. It seemed very lackadaisical, almost like, whatever, we lost. I would just expect some sort of emotion regarding a loss regardless of the opponent. I guess, Matthew, I've just listened to Paul for 13 years now, and you're not going to get an emotional, visceral reaction after a midweek loss. You're just not. Or really any loss. That's Donald's Hiccups. Okay, can we put your backpack back on, please? Thank you for being such a good listener. And then we'll go see. Then we'll see if we can find Donald's Hiccups. I'm gonna have to find that on YouTube for you, bruh.
5,
4, 3, 2. Yay! All right, let's turn this back on.
5.
You want to see Donald Hiccups? Donald still has the hiccups. All right, I'm gonna take y'all in there with me if I had to go find Donald Hiccups for this kiddo. Let's go find some Donald Hiccups for Drew. He wants to watch Donald Hiccups. By gosh, he's going to see Donald Hiccups. All right, we're going to have to find it on YouTube, though, buddy. So can you be patient for me while I find Donald Hiccups for you? Let's find some Donald Hiccups for Drew. All right. Let me scroll back and see the rest of y'all's comments. You know what? It happened again. So this has been happening sometimes on the Locked On podcast when I do this. Bless you, Drew. I can't see the comments. I see that people are watching. I see your names pop up, but it's not showing me comments here. What's going on with this? If it's his phone or All right, we're going to see Donald Hiccups, okay? Okay, let's find... Thank you for being so patient, Drew, while we find Donald Hiccups. I know. I need a Roku remote that you can talk into. Thank you for your patience, Drew. There it is. There's Donald Hiccups. Donald Hiccups. All right. There it is. Oh, see how long this lasts. Oops, sorry for making anybody nauseous this morning with the camera. All right. All right. What else we got? John Corbello. Good morning. Corbello for Heisman. Hey, John, let me know, man, if you want to fire up that shirt business again. It's vintage. We can bring back Corbello for Heisman shirts. I'll help you promote them. Zachariah Brasso. Good morning. What's up, Matt? What is the main issue you see? With LSU? Oh, man, last night, there's no question. There were no hit through 6 and a third or 6 and 2/3, I think it was. I mean, it's hard to win a game whenever you don't get a base hit for 6 innings. Donald Hiccups. You know, I mean, when your starter goes out there and gives up 4 runs in the first inning, you're playing from behind. You know, and the other pitcher is pitching confidently with a lead. It's a big difference, you know. Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. We can't watch Donald Hiccups fast because it's on YouTube. No. Listen. Hey, listen. I have to tell you something. No, listen. I'm sorry. Listen. No, listen. Shh. No, listen. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. If you want to watch Donald Hiccups, you have to watch it regular, okay? If you want to watch fast, listen to me. Listen. If you want to watch, no. We do not. Drew, we do not fuss. I will turn off. Hey, listen. Okay, you can hug me. You can hug me because life is so unfair. Hey, listen. I have to tell you something that's going to happen today. I have to tell you what's going to happen today. Listen. Today, in a little while, Mimi is going to come over, and Mimi is going to play with you and then take you to abilities, and you'll see Margaret, and you'll see Sarah, and you'll see Shariah, and you'll see BB and Aubrey, and then you'll go to Mimi's house. What do you think about that? Who do you think is going to come see you at Mimi's house today? Hey, I have a question for you. Who do you think is going to come see you at Mimi's house today?
Puppy dog.
The puppy dog? You're going to go see the puppy dog? Yep, you'll go see the puppy dogs.
Go with the house.
You want to go to Reese's house?
Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Go to Reese's house.
Wow.
Reese is his cousin, Reese. He calls her Reese. Reese, go to Reese's house. Hey, Cheryl, good morning. Jake Nola, good morning. Ronnie Duga, thanks for the help with Bill yesterday. No field access. Answer in 30 minutes. There you go. Sure, happy to help, Ronnie. Yeah, Ronnie was asking about a friend who I think said they want to take their senior pictures at Alec Buck Stadium. I didn't think they'd let you on the field, but you can get in the stadium, and you can probably get some good shots in there as well. But anyway. Tommy Vienendahl, but yeah, so Bill is Bill Franquez, who's the sports information director, and Bill's awesome. He's super, super accessible. He always replies to emails and stuff. He's top-notch dude, man. Bill Franquez is a great guy. Tommy Vienendahl, good morning. Tim Witten, I've been out of the loop lately. What's the latest with Wade? So, Tim, last week, Will Wade hired a new attorney. It was announced he hired a new attorney. And that new attorney is the attorney that represented both Bruce Pearl and Sean Miller. And said to be working toward a meeting with LSU's brass, and I was told over the weekend that was progressing, and that by the end of this week they were hoping that meeting was going to happen. Now remember, Wednesday, a week from today, the early signing, or not the spring signing period starts. So, I mean, you better, if they can get this thing done by Wednesday, huge. Kirk Taylor, you going to try ice cream after your crawfish? Nope, not going to do that. That was an oddity. Lee Feinswag is an odd guy to begin with, but that was something I hadn't expected. Lee said that it's a tradition to eat ice cream after a crawfish, and that's certainly not the case. Let's see, Zachariah, is this a fundamentals issue, or is this a midweek game laziness, not really care if we win this game issue? So, a little bit of attitude. I think that's not even debatable. You're just not going to have the same intensity in a midweek against Southern or whoever. It's just, it's human nature. You're not going to have the same intensity. The other part is that, if you're pulmonary, you're tinkering a bit. You want to get Landon Marceau back on the bump yesterday, and first time he'd pitched since March 20th, and he didn't pitch great. LSU got down 4-0 to start, but I'd say the bigger issue yesterday was they just didn't swing it well. You got to get hits, man. Justin, why can't Maneri see what others do, his pitchers, and use that philosophy? Stop swinging at the first and learn to get a pitcher deep in the count. It's most disappointing to see a pitching change and the first LSU batter swings first pitch instead of seeing a few from the new guy. I do agree with that, and that's been something that I've complained about for a while now, especially. And now they did a good job against Asa Lacy on Saturday. He was dominant, but they got him out of the game in the sixth inning. They made him throw a ton of pitches. He was at 106 pitches, whatever it was, through six. So they got him out of there. So there have been times when they've taken that approach, and I prefer that approach against an ace because you just want to get them out of the game. You want to get them to the end of their rope and then try to get through to the bullpen. If you want a clear-cut example of a team that did that throughout an entire series, Texas did that to LSU. Texas took pitches, they fouled off pitches, they made every pitcher work exceptionally hard. That's why they drew so many walks. Because eventually you get to a point where you've thrown 8 pitches to this batter, and you're like, yeah, I'm done with this guy here. Just take your base, go to first, and we'll try to get a ground ball double play, right? But that happened to everybody. But I do agree with you. Ben Giat, midweek loss to Southern. Are you finally ready to fire Maneri? No? Okay. No, not okay. Let's see. JP Solis. Tip your hat to Southern pitchers last night. Commanded all 3 of his pitches and pitched his tail off. Kid pitched the game of his life. Good for him. That's true. That's something he'll remember forever. Good for him. Scott Pritchard, good morning. Sam Dixon, honestly, the biggest thing I took away from last night's game was finding out ESPN3 is now a subscription service. So, I talked about this on AFR, and this is something that was debated a little bit, so try to explain. It's ESPN Plus, not SEC Network Plus. So, if you have cable or satellite or whatever, and you have ESPN, you can get SEC Network Plus if you get the ESPN app and you go to the watch function. There's some things that are part of your subscription. Now, ESPN also instituted a paywall service where they'll put certain content behind a paywall on ESPN Plus, and that's $4.99 a month. Now, the reason they did that, if you care to know the business, of this, I'll explain to you. So, this goes back 35 years, almost 40 years, when ESPN launched in 1979, 40 years, okay? When ESPN launched as a fledgling cable network, when they were trying to get cable providers to carry them, because ESPN had no viewership and nobody knew what it was, no cable provider, I love you. You can always hold your daddy. Okay? I love you. So when ESPN was starting its cable service, it would go to cable providers. And instead of saying, hey, pay me X amount per year, we'll take a subscription fee. So anytime somebody adds ESPN, whatever you charge them for it, we'll take a fee, a rights fee. So cable providers 40 years ago loved that because 30 years ago they loved that because ESPN was still growing and they didn't have to take any risk. They just, if they got paid, ESPN got paid, right? That's how it worked. Well, ESPN was betting on itself. Well, oh, thank you. Anyway, ESPN was betting on itself. And so, of course, now every single home in America has ESPN. And so ESPN, that's how ESPN became Disney's most valuable asset, was because of their rights fees. Well, what's happening now? And you all know what's happening now in the world. Cord cutting. So as people are getting rid of their cable subscription, what, baby? In now. Yeah. I love you. It melted my heart right now. So, as people are cutting the cord, they're no longer paying rights fees. So, ESPN is seeing money that it used to budget as givens every year annually. They're seeing their rights fees revenue dip. So that's how ESPN, I don't want to say ESPN's in a bind financially, but when that's been revenue that you've counted on for decades and now it's dipping because people are cutting the cord, well, they need to find a new revenue stream. So they started ESPN Plus. It's a subscription service, so they put some content behind that paywall. And ultimately, if in a year, 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, whenever it is, if we get to a point where everything is digital and cable no longer exists, then ESPN is setting up its structure, and by that point it'll likely be mature and people are familiar with ESPN Plus and how to use it. So typically, SEC Network Plus, games that are at Alex Box Stadium, that's on the regular ESPN app when you go to the watch function, and you can see that for free. The game last night was on ESPN Plus, which was the subscription function where you had to have a subscription to watch that game last night. Why are you being so sweet right now? I love you. I love you. I love you.
Bye.
Bye. No. Give Daddy hugs. Oh, I love you so much. Oh, I love you so much. Oh, I love you so much. Love you so much. Okay, let's see. Tim Witten, Kurt Taylor, McDonald gave out fake news. Got to be even keeled in baseball. It doesn't matter if you get swept this weekend or lose a series this weekend. You should sweep, and it's time to get mad. Yeah, if they get swept this weekend at Missouri, that's bad. Oh, then you got a major issue. If you get swept this weekend, you got a big problem on your hands. Big problem on your hands. Because now you're very much behind the 8 ball in your race for 20 and 10. Kerry Hughes, good morning. Hey, Trivia, good morning. Eric Hart, does Drew turn 5 this summer? Crazy fast time is passing by. Yes, Drew will be 5 on July the 18th. July 18th, 2014. Drew was born. Right? It was a Friday night, wasn't it? Donald Hiccups. You were born on a Friday night. And you scared us all to death. Michael and Catherine. You'll see Michael and Catherine tomorrow. Carl the cat. I've seen all 3 losses to Southern now. Carl the cat gonna die hard, man. Carl, you've also seen like 30 wins against Southern too, so it's all good, man. If you go to every game, you're going to see the stinkers. Limit the stinkers. Ways to fix the baseball team. 1, fire Paul Maneri. 2, midweek games don't matter. 3, more bunts. I love you. Chuck Sanchez, good morning. Hey, Ella, good morning. Justin, we know midweek game losses happen and other teams do it. Doesn't mean Tiger fans have to like it. That's fine. You don't have to like it, but keep it in perspective is my point. Like, don't scream about firing the coach or any of the other nonsense that I hear when you lose a midweek game. Okay? That's my point. You don't have to like it. You don't have to be cool with it, but also keep it in perspective. That's the trade-off, okay?
Bye.
Bye. Oh, my little boy. Hey, Charlie Cavell. Good morning. AJ Holland, wish I could fast play Minarella and Minnie's Boutique. Drew likes Minnie's Boutique too. Hey, Jean-Pierre, good morning. Carl, no Willie Giant. Ooh, better not say that. On Mommy's phone, when Mommy gets home, that's when we see that. Let's see. Cookie Elephant. You can watch Cookie Elephant when Mommy gets home. All right, a few more minutes. How about that? We're going to go quickly. Matthew, pains me to say, but McElroy's a good interview. Really enjoyed that yesterday. Yeah, he's good. He wouldn't get a job on the SC Network if he wasn't good. For sure he's good. And he's gotten a lot better, too. Dale Laborde, good morning. Craig Dugai, real question. What's a logical timeline to end shenanigans with basketball and still be able to sign an okay, decent recruiting class and stop the bleeding?
Go to Reese's house.
Go to Reese's house? Aye. Craig, I know that they're looking at the signing period opening next week and realizing the importance of trying to get something done by then. I think it's one of the reasons they're trying to rush this meeting and get this meeting done this week. But as I've said all along, clap hands for
Mama.
Mama comes home. Mama plays clap hands for Drew. Clap hands for home. Huh? Clap hands for Mimi's house. Clap hands for Reese's house. Reese's house has Mickey Mouse. Okay.
Bye.
Well, that was bye. Are you coming back? Oh, okay. You're gonna keep being sweet to Daddy. That's fine. Daddy will be late for everything he has to do today if you want to just sit here and help him. Donald's Hiccups. So Craig, I know they're trying to get that done this week. As far as what's a realistic timeline, here's the other thing as well. They collectively punted on a postseason run and are willing to potentially punt on this recruiting class if it means avoiding major NCAA sanctions. What? Okay. You want to go down? Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So they're willing to sacrifice short term for potential long term benefit or to avoid long term issues. Let's see. Hey Cheryl, what's on those jammies? He's got monsters on those jammies. Oh, you want Donald Hiccups? Okay. Let's see Donald Hiccups. There you go, Donald Hiccups. Well, that was just about the best 10 minutes of my day. He doesn't do that often, where he just kind of like melts onto you. Let's see. People hate on him, but he is pretty pleasant compared to others. I used to talk about Maneri. He is. I think Maneri's great. Maneri's been awesome to work with all these years. He's one of my favorites. Honest guy, gives you a good quote. I think he's well-intentioned. He's a good man, husband, father, all that stuff. And the majority of people don't hate on him. If you exist in message board, social media land, you'll see a lot of hate. But there's just a lot of hate there for everything. That's where a lot of people go for that. Anyway, Zachariah, thanks for answering my questions. Have a great day. Thanks. Same to you, man. Absolutely. Carly Cat, Magic Johnson. That was Chicken Bleep. Charlie Cavell, Matt, is Addison Ainsworth a Catholic High Kurt's kid? I don't know, but it's got to be, right? Terry will know. I'll ask. Either Kurt or Kevin. I mean, it's got to be. Ella, I need to give baseball team a pep talk. They need to get up and stay up. It's like, don't give a blank. I'm so frustrated with them this year. Ella, just focus on the weekends. Just focus on the weekends. Focus on the SEC and recognize as long as you're taking care of your business in the SEC, which they are, that's what matters. You can lose I say this every year, and I'll continue to say it because it's important to note on a day like today. You can lose every single midweek game, every one of them. You can go over in the midweek. But if you go 20-10 in the SEC, you will be a national seed. You will be. So just keep taking care of your business on the weekends. Dusty, right now, if you buy the UFC pay-per-view this weekend, you get ESPN Plus for your. I already bought ESPN Plus for the year, so. ESPN Plus is a glorified microtransaction. You can thank them getting rights to UFC for that. All in all, though, it's $5 a month for 3-rate programming. It's not, Craig, it's not like they got the UFC rights and so they instituted ESPN Plus. They were implementing ESPN Plus anyway, and they put the UFC package behind the paywall to try to entice people to spend the $5 a month. They're going to have to continue putting more and more premium content behind that paywall if they want people to continue to pay it. But I think that's a gradual process as more people cut the cords. How does ESPN Plus get that hookup when SEC channels are open? You have to explain that a little further, AJ. I mean, I don't mind explaining it. I don't really understand the question. Lori Prophet, good morning. Bill Gussman, good morning. Irfan, Drew shares a birthday with my oldest daughter. 8 years apart. There you go. Great day, July 18th. July 18th will be Drew Day. It should be. Hey, Rebecca Ferguson. That's one of my other cousins that lives in Arkansas. I love it, man. I love that I get so much of my family to watch Morning Scone. It's awesome. It's a great way to connect with them. Mark Landry, good morning. Tasha Thibodeau, Melanie Wascom, good morning. All right, we are at the end of our comments. And thank you, Ella. That's very nice of you. So you're a wonderful dad. Best part of my day, best part of my life, best job I have. Okay, let's go say bye to Drew. Also, as we tell you every single day, shout out to the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Man, they are awesome people. They have certainly helped me. No matter what subspecialty you need, they have it. And as I always tell you, MRIs and x-rays as well. So if you get a bump or a bruise or a nick, MRIs and x-rays in-house, and they work weekends and after hours. So you can get into Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Okay, let's go say bye to Drew. Okay, Drew. Can we say bye to Dad Show? Hey, can you say bye, Dad Show?
Bye, Dad Show.
Bye, Dad Show. Can you blow him a kiss?
No.
Now, can you tell everybody, say, have a good day?
Dad.
Had day. All right.
Mom.
Bye. Those long legs. You might need some longer jammies. You keep blowing kisses? What?
Bye. Bye, Dad Show.
Bye, Dad Show. All right. Mwah. See ya.